Alright, it's Monday, September 20th today. It's around 5:30. I'm trying to sneak out here after work. So where I'm hiking into right now is the very first place I ever scouted in this zone. I'm more or less using this as a scouting trip to see if there's still deer in there. We had a cold front come through. There's snow at high elevations right now, and I'm very excited to get in there. It's finally not 80, 90 degrees out, and it feels great. So I'm going to shut my yap and I'm going to hike in there. We'll see what we find this afternoon. Alright, I got up here to the top. I'm like 5 miles in. It was one hell of a hike. And there's a giant buck here walking towards me. There's no cover. Alright, it's getting dark. I'm at the top of the mountain right now. I'm gonna walk and talk here because I'm gonna get caught in the dark. I have a light, but it's alright. So I mapped this hike out. It said 3.5 miles, and I knew it'd be a little more, but it ended up being 5. I got off work at 4, hustled out here, did this hike fast. I mean, it took me an hour and a half to do 5 miles. So you can do the math on that. I think it was a 3,000 foot elevation change. So yeah, I busted feet up here, that's for sure. My goal for the evening was just get up there in glass, and if I see deer, come back and hunt it Thursday, Friday when I'm off work. Well, like I said, when I was at the truck, this was the first place that I ever scouted in my zone. I didn't access it from this way, I accessed it from another way. And the first buck I ever saw in my zone was standing right where that buck was tonight. And he is for sure the biggest mule deer I've seen in Idaho. And the one that I glassed up there and filmed in velvet was like the same size, on the same exact spot. Probably a really good chance it's the same buck. And I'll probably be back in here Wednesday night after work to camp on Thursday, Friday. Well, today is September 23rd, and I am exhausted. So 3 days ago, I went for a hike after work. Ended up being an 11-mile hike, a little over 5 miles in, a little over 5 back. Found the biggest buck that I've seen in Idaho. Just a giant mule deer. So after work yesterday, I made plans to go hunt him. I hiked in there with about a 40-pound pack. Spent the night there last night, got up in there this morning. I just wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling right about it. My confidence was really low about being in the area, going after that one giant buck. And this is like my last hurrah with the bow and archery season here in Idaho. I was like, why don't I just go up to this meadow where I had passed up 3 bucks the first week. So I hiked all the way out of there, drove all the way over here, hiked all the way in here. I've done 15 miles today with a 40-pound pack. I did 5 yesterday, so I've done around 20 miles in the last 24 hours. I'm exhausted. I climbed up to the top of the mountain, and now I'm laying here. I've been here for an hour, just laying here, just dead. All I know is that there was a good amount of bucks in here. Nothing really big. If they're still around, we'll see if they'll give me an opportunity. But until that sun sets, I'm gonna be here just laying down. Well, got home all set up. Mom and Dad hooked me up with a new tent, sleeping bag, sleeping pad. Apparently they don't like seeing their son sleeping under a tarp in the woods. So thank you to them. Love you guys. If you've seen my previous videos, I was carrying around that huge sleeping bag. That thing weighed 8 pounds. This new sleeping bag weighs 2 pounds, and it's the same temperature rating, so that paid off. Gained a little weight with the tent compared to a tarp. Tarp weighs about nothing. This tent weighs about 3 or 4 pounds. It's a lot more comfortable. If it rains, I got a rain fly to put on it. It's a lot better setup. Took a quick nap. Woke up. Sunset. So let's go glassing. The temperature is dropping fast. I'm sure there's some deer moving out there. Well, it's just what I feared. There's nothing in the meadow. I'm gonna glass it in the morning. We're gonna see what we see. If there's no deer, then we're gonna get out of here and find something else, I guess. Well, 2 deer just stepped out into the meadow. I lost camera light and I can't make out if they're bucks or does. Also, right after I talked to you last, I hear something running down the hill to me. I turn around, a rabbit goes by, and then a red fox goes by, chasing it. It was sweet. They went flying right by me. But hey, there's deer. I'm heading back to camp. We'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, it's a little after 7 a.m. Just woke up, ate some breakfast, refilled my water, and we're gonna head over there and start glassing. I'm bringing my sleeping bag so I can bundle up in it. Might be there for a few hours glassing, so might as well be warm. You hear that? Survey says it's below freezing. Well, the sun's starting to come over the mountain, warm things up. When I first got here, there was nothing but one cow elk out there. Been sitting here for like 10 minutes. There's 2 small bucks on the lower end of the field, and I believe 5 does up a little higher, so they're starting to move now. See if we can find some more bucks. I just put my binoculars in the dirt, put it up to my eye. It looks like I got punched. Idiot. Alleys are covered in dirt. Ain't no coffee up here to wake up. Pretty nice buck just stepped out with those does. I think there's 6 does, and now him. And then another deer stepped out with these 2 bucks. It looks like a really young one. So that's like 10 deer out here right now. It's crazy. They're like all walking up to the right. It always seems like they want to bed up there too, so. Sort of separated from those does and went to the timber, and then the does went in after above him. There's either 6 or 7 does and him. Multiply that by 2, that's about 14 to 16 eyes. You got a fool if you go stalk them. And I don't even know where they're gonna bed because they're in the timber. It'd be a huge guessing game. I'll hang out here for a little bit and see if they pop back out, but I definitely am not gonna stalk these 2 little bucks. I would go after that bigger buck though. It's just, is it even possible to get in range with that many does? Just spotted another buck up there. He looks like a good one. Looks like he's all alone, just hiding up there. He looks really nice. I have to keep an eye on him, and we're gonna see what he does. nice buck I spotted that was all alone, kind of dip back into the timber. I'd like to catch him before he beds down, because once he lays down in there, man, it's just, I don't know, it's really tough to find him. It's thick. So if I sneak in there and he's still standing, I can wait for him to bed then, or make him move while he's standing. We'll try it. Got nothing to lose. Alright, I came over here and got up this lone buck. I put the Crocs on, and to make it a little more quiet. And he's gone. I don't know where he went. And then once you get farther down there, the way he was heading is thick timber. It's a little after 10 o'clock right now. I'm gonna be fully honest. I'm so wore out. I'm so wore out on hunting. This style of hunting, this high country stuff, these mule deer, spot and stalk, it's just unbelievably tiring and difficult, mentally, physically. I talked to a wildlife biologist the other day. He said this zone that I'm in is the lowest deer density zone around here. I believe they also had a winter kill last year of deer, which does not help at all. So this season started August 30th, and I have hunted every single day except for 3 days. Today's the 24th, I believe, so that's 21 days of hunting. And each day I'm not hiking less than 4 or 5 miles. Some days doing 10. Yesterday I did 15 miles. All while working a full-time job as well. Trying to get out after work and just do what I can. I'm losing sleep over it, and it's been so tough. I've had opportunities. I've passed 4 bucks up. All of them were like the first week and a half, though. Today would have been a good opportunity. It's just, I don't know, it's just not the right situation. I'm really lacking motivation. I'm like really lacking motivation to be out here. I want to be out here. I love this stuff. I'm having a good time, but like, I'm all alone doing this. There's not a soul out here that's chasing deer with a bow here. And like when I go bow hunting at home, it's like all my friends are doing it. All my friends are bow hunting, and we can compare notes and motivate each other to get out there. And here it's just like I'm the only one doing it. I got no one to compare notes with. Hunting mule deer here with a bow, it's very difficult to find the deer. It's very, very, very difficult to even get to where the deer are. So I have this app on my phone that tracks my steps every single day. And just this month in September, I've walked 103 miles. To give you an idea of how much walking I've been doing. I mean, there's so much behind the scenes stuff. You guys really just see when I film deer or when I'm talking or whatever. You don't see the hiking in between. It's brutal. It is brutal, brutal country. So I really hope you guys understand that why I'm bailing. I'm not trying to complain because I'm very grateful how much I get done. And I'm very thankful I'm healthy and able to even be out here and climb these mountains and hunt these animals. It's just wore me out. I think it's mostly my personality is just go, 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 go. Don't stop, you know, no breaks. When I'm back home hunting whitetail, I can hunt for 3 months straight every single day and hunting a tree stand. But like with that, I'm seeing a lot of deer. I'm having opportunities. It's only like a mile to 2, maybe 3 miles in. I'm not carrying 40, 50 pounds, you know. And I got people to do it with. It's a good time. Here, it's just like, wow, this is rough. Very rough. And I'm not trying to complain. Again, that's just the truth of it. I'm wore out. And I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna pack my stuff. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna get some sleep. Refocus my mind. Rest up. I only got 6 days left. 6 days left. September 30th is the last day, next Thursday. Today is my last day off of work. Last full day to hunt. And I'm heading out. I'll be able to hunt each of those days. It's just I'm not coming to the high country. I don't have time to hunt the high country anymore until rifle season. And I'm not trying to sound like a quitter or I'm giving up. I just need some rest. And I apologize to you guys that I'm bailing, but that's just what I need to do right now for me. I will get out for most of these next rifle season on October 10th, and these deer are definitely in trouble if I get a rifle in my hands, that's for sure. But we're gonna try to keep sticking it out with the recurve. I'm not giving up entirely, I'm just giving up today. I just need my rest. So I appreciate you guys watching and supporting. Everybody who watches and comments and buys shirts and stuff is a huge motivation to me to get out here and hunt and film. If you want to subscribe, hit this link up here. If you want to buy a t-shirt, hat, hoodie, sticker, hit this link. If you want to watch the old video, click up here. Appreciate you guys for the support.